clients.
What I liked about the Allied Foundation was two things. Number one, the work was done really fast. It was an expedient manner. I didn't have to leave work or be away from my job for any more than about a half a day. So they showed up when they said they were going to show up, and it was done by 1 o'clock. The professionalism of both the supervisor and the crew was outstanding. You could really tell that they were very proud of their work, and they wanted to make sure that I, as the customer, was satisfied.
Foundation wasn't even. I had areas in my foundation that were lower than others, and so my doors weren't fitting right. I had cracks in my walls and things like that. So until I had that fixed, I couldn't do anything else. And I was very happy with them. I mean, they got it all done within, I don't remember the hours exactly, but it was within the whole day. It started to rain on them and everything. They didn't stop working for 1 minute. They were very careful about my plant.
What I like about Allied Foundation and Richard Pacheco and the staff that works for him, Melanie and Jabriska and Jason, I've dealt with ever since '95 or since they've been there. And they are very good at coming out, looking at the property, evaluating the situation, and if there's no repairs needed, they tell me that, and they don't charge to go out and look at that and give us that information. My clients have been very satisfied.
I'm Kim Womack. I live in Houston, Texas, and I have been familiar with Allied's product and service for, more than 20 years. We first had Allied out to our house that we lived in Nassau Bay, and it was experiencing foundation problems. We were scared to death, and they took care of it at a very reasonable cost. And the good thing was that after we moved out, we tried to put it on the market and sell it. Decided that we were going to rent it out instead, but during that interim period of time, some of the foundation had been sagging again, and they came out and fixed it for us with no questions asked, no problems, and then I refer them to all of my customers when I sell or buy their houses. They do stand behind their work. Their biggest factor, I guess, of importance to real estate agents and the consumer is that they're dependable and they've been around forever. They're not going anywhere, and that is that just instills a lot of trust and confidence amongst the realtor community and the consumer in general, that they stand behind the word, stand behind their work, and no problem honoring their warranties. It's nice just to be dealing with the same people after 10, 15 years.
My name is Denise Schmidt, and I live in Friendswood, Texas. Actually, I lucked out. I looked in the Yellow Pages, and I came to Allied Foundation. I saw they'd been in business since 1982, and I thought I'd give them a call. And they came out, and they were so nice. The man who came out, and he gave a very good estimate. There's no hidden fees. I went ahead and decided to go with them, and I had talked to several other people who had gone with other companies who had charged outlandish fees and really not even done a good job. And plus they told me everything would have a lifetime warranty, you know, that they repaired. They worked so hard, they never even took a break. They were very polite about coming in the house with their levels. They would take their shoes off so that they didn't get mud or anything in my home. Everyone I've recommended them to has said thank you so much, and I'm going to recommend them to people too. So I have nothing but nice things to say about them. Very professional, very hard workers.
Yeah, hi, I'm Jack Horn. I live here in Friendswood, Texas. This is my home. I had Allied Foundations come out to do a little foundation work for us. I shopped around. I called one of the majors in Houston, and they gave me a quote that was probably, whenever I called Allied and got their quote with the exact same type of work, it was about half the price of their competitor, and that got my attention. I actually was referred to Allied Foundation by my mother. They had their home in Rook Forest, Texas done, and they were very satisfied with them. I have recommended Allied to other friends and family members here in the neighborhood, as a matter of fact.
My name is Richard Bartosh. I live in Deer Park, Texas, and have used Allied Foundation. The value, just from what I've been hearing, what other people have been paying, very happy with the price. When they gave us the price, it was a no-brainer. We were going with them. Didn't even need to shop around, just by reputation and word of mouth. So we were very happy with our price. After they leveled it, it did make a lot of difference. The doors were able to close. Cracks in the sheetrock was closed up. You could actually feel, walking to one of our bedrooms, you felt the floor slanting. And in that corner, they said they raised it up over 3.5 inches. So they did do a wonderful job the way we see. This is my mother-in-law's house, and they're coming out tomorrow to give us an estimate. And then in the near future, they're going to be coming to my mother's house, who also lives in Pasadena. I recommend it.
My name is Daniel Rodriguez, and this is my wife, Argentina Rodriguez. We're married about 40 years now. We've been living in this house going on 17 years. And we found Allied through a friend of ours. They did some work at his house. He's very satisfied. So we gave him a call and for foundation repair. Lo and behold, we also had some problems, and they came out and told us we could do that also. They looked at the job. They said no problem. They beat the price that another company gave us. So we went with Allied, and we are very, very pleased and very happy with our job.
I was very worried. Not so much the foundation, but when they went in to do the plumbing. The plumbing, to me, was just the most awesomest part of the whole work that Allied did for us. Just 10 days ago, the yard looked like a war zone. Today, it's a pleasant yard that we're just totally satisfied with.
For doing the job that they did, rerouted the whole sewer system underneath the house. Very, very impressed. Like I said, when you have two guys digging 5 foot deep and 5 foot underneath the house, and then in one day, they dig 3 holes in one day. No machinery, just shovels. I mean, they were very, very hard workers. I couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, these guys, on the heartbeat, I'll take them in the Army. I'll take them to battle, anytime. Yeah, very impressed.
So I am just totally impressed. I highly recommend your company. We have nothing but praises. It's just it was a great experience for both of us, I'm sure.
My name is Diana, and my husband's Ken, and we live in Alvin, Texas. The drought hit this past year, and that's when we started seeing small cracks in one room, then another room, then another room. The doors wouldn't close. Yeah, and so I knew immediately what it was, and that's when we called Allied. A girlfriend of mine had Allied come out and do some foundation work for them, and so I remember that. So I gave her a call and said, "Would you refer, the people that you use?" And she said, "Absolutely." So when they came out and they worked with me on the price, it was extremely reasonable. So I told them yes, we'd do it. It was perfect. I could barely tell that they were here. I would recommend Allied. Matter of fact, I've already recommended them to one person. I was really happy with the work that they did for us.